Hey everyone, Nolan here with FishUSA, and today I've got a flagship slit foam jig box full of our top casting spoons. So these spoons are great for casting for salmon and steelhead, but they also work awesome for trout, bass, pike, and a bunch of other species. So first off, we'll start with the Moonshine casting spoon. This spoon comes in a ton of different colors. It's a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier style of spoon. So it's really popular for casting for salmon and fishing some deeper water off the piers in Lake Ontario, Lake Michigan, stuff like that. And it has that awesome moonshine glow that you all know and love. So it's great for night fishing as well. Number 2 on our list, we have the Acme KO Wobbler. Same thing as the Moonshine. This is a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier spoon. You know, I think we have them in a 1/2 and a 3/4. So a bigger, heavier spoon for fishing some deeper water and being able to make those super long casts. And they also come in a couple of glow colors too that work phenomenally well at night. This is an absolute Chinook salmon killer. Also works great for steelhead, cohos, and a bunch of other species. So next up on our list, we have what might be everyone's favorite, is the Little Cleo. The Little Cleo comes in a ton of different sizes, a ton of different colors. It works awesome for salmon, steelhead, pike, bass. It's actually our #1 bestseller on FishUSA.com, and it is just an absolutely killer casting spoon. So if you have to pick just one, the Little Cleo is probably best. They even come in sizes as small as, I believe, an 1/8 ounce. So you can use these in some really skinny, shallow water and have great success with them. Next up on our list, another Acme classic. It's called the Castmaster. Similar to the Little Cleo, tons of different sizes, tons of different colors, and they just work just about everywhere for just about every species. So if you have to pick a second one on your list, the Castmaster is probably the one to have. Next up, we've got the Eppinger Daredevil spoon. So the Daredevil is an absolute classic. Everyone's heard of a Daredevil spoon. I believe they were the first to have the 5 of diamonds, which is a killer northern pike color up in Canada, but they're really popular like places like here where we are today, Lake Erie, casting for steelhead. A little bit smaller size spoon, so a little bit smaller profile. So if that's what you want, the Daredevil could be a great option to have. And last but not least, we have the Thomas Buoyant spoon. So the Thomas isn't quite as popular as some of the big name Acme ones, but it does make our top 5 on the list of bestsellers. And like locally here around Lake Erie casting for steelhead, it's really, really close to the Cleo in terms of popularity. But if it's one you haven't tried yet, you definitely might want to check it out. It has a little bit different of an action than say a Cleo or whatnot. You can see it has this little fin on there, and that throws it a little bit of a different action than your traditional casting spoon. So definitely gets bit when some of these others won't. There you have it, guys. Those are our top 5 casting spoons. And don't forget, we have our FishUSA flagship Salmon Steelhead series. I throw these on a 9-foot medium action. We were just out this morning catching some nice steelhead on it. It works great for trucking hardware, so check it out. And you can fill up one of these flagship slit foam jig boxes with all these casting spoons and have all the options that you need for any day on the water. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next time.